back to another episode of the Rap and Wrestle podcast. You guys know me. My name is Derek. You can follow Rap and Wrestle on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook at Rap and Wrestle. You can also listen on YouTube, on Apple Podcasts, or anywhere you get all your streaming needs at. Today is a really great day. It's going to be the Rap and Wrestle Best of 2020. So I'm giving you the best of 2020. I'm giving you the best of rap. I'm giving you the best of wrestling. I broke it down into categories. When it comes to rap, we're going to be talking about the best female, the best male battle rappers. We're going to be talking about the breakout artist of the year. And we're going to be talking about the best female and the best male performer in hip hop. We're also for the year 2020, and we're also going to be talking about wrestling. We're going to break it down the same way. We got male and female breakout stars. We got the best tag team for men and women. We have the best female and the best male performer of the year as well, spanning through all companies. It's not just limited to one company. So I say let's get into it. We're gonna start first with the rap, since rap comes first in the Rap and Wrestle. So, oh, by the way, gotta have the blazer on. This is important. These are year-end awards. This is what everyone's doing. They're giving out their best of 2020. So we gotta take this serious. So you know what that means. You gotta put on a blazer when you're taking stuff serious. That's what everybody does. So first, let's get into let's do battle rap first. I don't know if a lot of you guys watch battle rap, but battle rap has actually kind of made like a serious comeback. It's been blowing up. You got Ultimate Rap League, which is kind of like the WWE of battle rap. They're running a lot of things. They're killing it. That kind of solidifies you. If you're able to get on a URL card, that kind of solidifies you as being just a really dope battle rapper, female or male. For women, you also have Queen of the Ring, which is a pretty dope concept. If you've never seen it, the women actually battle each other inside of an actual ring. So it's I believe it's a boxing ring, but it's kind of same thing. It's a fight, it's a battle, it's 1-on-1 or 2-on-2. So battle rap has many ties when it comes to professional wrestling, because battle rap has kind of taken the I guess you would say the workings of wrestling and kind of used it for their own. So what they do is let's say they have an event date. They set up the matches between two participants, and then what they do is they build the story. They promo up until the battle. So it's kind of like the same thing that you see in wrestling when you're watching WWE, you're watching AEW, you're watching Impact, MLW, any of those guys, and you see how they're working the story to get you invested in the story. So a lot of times there'll be beef going on, there'll be arguing going on, things to hype you up to say, hey, I really want to see this, and I think this is going to be a great battle. So ladies first, so let's start with the battle rap woman of female of 2020, who I think was the best female battle rapper of 2020. There's so many that you can easily give this to. You got legends like 40 Bars, you got Bonnie Godiva, you got Casey J. There's just so many. Jazz the Rapper. There's a lot of these women that are out there really putting in work. RX, Coffee Brown, My Verse is another dope one. There's a whole bunch of great ladies out there, and if you haven't watched any of them, I would say that you should check them out. But for this year, 2020, I think hands down, it has to go to Vixen the Assassin. I think she was the best female battle rapper of the year. She battled one of the legends of battle rap, DNA, and I think she beat him 2-1. It's a 3-round battle rap, and I think she beat him 2-1. I gave her the win in that. And if you watch any battle rap on YouTube, or you watch it on the URL app, most of the fans gave it to her as well, and they gave her that W there. So Vixen the Assassin, she's definitely somebody that we need to look out for this year. I'm pretty sure she has a lot of plates coming her way, and she's gonna be doing a lot of eating for sure. When we're talking about males, there's so many male artists as well, battle rappers as well, that you could easily get us to. K Shine is a great battle rapper who's been on a different level. He's been going crazy. You got Daylight, you got Loaded Lux, you got Sue Surf, New Jersey Twerk is someone that a lot of people like. Shotgun Suge. There's so many that you could easily go with. But for this year, I think for 2020, man, you got to give it to Geechee Gotti. Geechee Gotti, he has just been killing it this whole year. This guy he takes battles on a regular basis. So if you don't watch battle rap, a lot of time they need time to prepare to battle against who they're going against. Geechee Gotti takes on numerous battles in this whole span of 2020. He's had so many battles. He runs his own podcast, the No Studio In podcast. He's also, I know he's got a couple business as well. And the guy just keeps performing at a top level. I don't think I've watched any battle with him where I'm like, he clearly got defeated. I don't think I can say like, oh yeah, he clearly he got killed like 3 rounds to 0, like somebody just beat him. But I think for him, just for the consistency and, every time these big stars come back to URL, the first person they're asking for is Geechee Gotti. That's the name right there. He's the face of URL right now. And I think he definitely deserves to be the best battle rapper of 2020 for sure. We're going to switch it up. We're going to go into the world of hip hop now. So for hip hop, I broke it down for breakout artists, and then female rapper of the year, and then male rapper of the year as well. So for breakout, we'll start with breakout artists of 2020. There's music is a whole nother world. That there's so many guys girls that you could give this spot to. Somebody I think that's just have been doing like killing it and just making a lot of just great songs, whether it's features, whether it's songs himself, album, bodies of work, everything. I think we'd have to give that to Roddy Ricch. This man has just been killing it. He's been featured on a lot of songs. He's been doing a lot of good things, and I really think he was that breakout guy of 2020 that kind of took his career to the next level and solidified himself as a known name. And it was kind of like last year and the year before, it was like people knew him. He had the song in the box, and but I think this year is like you legit know who Roddy Ricch is and who he is as an artist, and he's definitely one of the best that's out right now for sure. Let's go female rapper of the year. I think when women have come a long way when we're talking about just owning their craft and just being great. When we're tying that into the world of wrestling as well, I think you can see the comparisons. On a past episode, I talked to Emily, who is a young rapper. She's from New York, Brooklyn, I believe, and we talked about how there was just the comparison between wrestling and the comparison between just sports and the comparison of hip hop as well. Women have just like taken over everything, and they're really stepping up, and they're delivering as good or if not better than men. Someone who kills it on a consistent basis is Cardi B, Nicki Minaj as well. You have a lot of these ladies that are out there killing it. Saweetie, you got City Girls as well. It's a lot of great women out there, but if I gotta do the top women of 2020, I think I gotta give it to Megan Thee Stallion. Besides, all the drama she had going on, I think she had a great year when it comes to spitting bars. I think she's one of the top women that are out there right now. Possibly the best. That's a fine line to go against, but I think if we're talking about overall best body of work and just someone who was this was their year as a female performer, I think you got to give this one to Megan Thee Stallion. And then we're going to cross over, go to the men, the male rapper of the year for 2020. You could easily give this to somebody like Drake every year. This guy, he kills it. He's somebody that just puts in the work consistently, and the guy doesn't stop. He doesn't slow down. But I'm gonna give this to somebody else this year because I think this guy has just been just as consistent, has been putting out so much work, so much quality work. Because you could easily put out a lot of work, but it's hard for you to actually put out good quality work. And I think I have to give that to the baby. And he has just been killing it, man. I'm killing it. I'm talking about great album, great songs, great features. He's just one of those guys that you want to hear on different tracks, and he really hasn't put out anything yet that I've said that, hey, this is just bad, or I don't like it. So he's staying consistent. He's killing it, and he's doing a pretty good job. So there we go. So far, we got the rap portion of the Rap and Wrestle done. So go over it. We got battle rapper, female and male of 2020. We gave it to Vixen the Assassin. We gave it to Geechee Gotti. And for breakout rap artist of the year, we gave it to Roddy Ricch. For female and male best rappers of 2020, we gave it to Megan Thee Stallion and DaBaby. And for now, we're gonna take a little quick break. We're gonna go into the news, and then we'll jump right back into this, and we'll get back to the wrestling part of the Rap and Wrestle, and we'll give you the best of 2020 in wrestling. All right, it's news time. So there's a lot of news. There's always news. There's always rumors when it comes to the wrestling world. When it comes to WWE primarily, when it comes to AEW, Impact, Ring of Honor, MLW, there's always news. We're never short on news when it comes to wrestling. There's been a lot of interesting stuff that has been going on across all companies. One of the big ones, I think, WWE is always in the spotlight just because it's such a big company, and just because, like we said, there's so much attention on them. And now when it comes to the news, there's always a lot of tension on WWE, just because they're always in the spotlight. They're the biggest company out of any of the companies, so people are always looking for things that are going on there. One thing that caused a little bit of controversy, we know a while back, was WWE decided to send some guys down to the performance center that he thought, that Vince McMahon thought needed some tuning up and needed, to do some training during the week at the performance center. And two of those guys were Otis and Keith Lee. You could kind of see them wanting to do that with Otis. I could understand that a little bit more. But when it came to Keith Lee, a lot of people were kind of upset about it and were wondering why Vince is sending him down there. So recently, it's just been told that Vince McMahon, he wants more monsters. So we all know Vince McMahon. He loves the big guys. He loves guys with the muscles. That's his thing. That was the 80s and the 90s. When you saw wrestlers, they always were the big muscle guys, with the baby oil all over them, water in the hair, all that stuff. So, that's Vince's thing, and that's his idea of what sells, I think we could say. And, right nowadays, a lot of wrestlers, I guess this is supposed to be called the reality era. So a lot of wrestlers, look pretty much how an average person would look. A lot of them, of course, they keep themselves in shape because, it's their craft and it's their job. So, Vince, he's kind of blaming that the smaller guys are on top as reasons why WWE isn't doing so great in ratings now. That seems to always just be an scapegoat for every time that the ratings are good for WWE. Because we know there's a lot of great guys. Remember the time when CM Punk and Daniel Bryan were both WWE and World Heavyweight Champion, and there were some of the times where we say, oh, we're losing in the ratings, our rankings aren't good because we have small guys on top. But anyway, so Vince wants more monsters. So this could be a reason that they're sending Otis and Keith Lee down to the Performance Center, because they want these guys to, just be beasts. Pretty sure we could possibly, maybe we'll see a heel turn from Keith Lee. But we'll see what happens with that. Also, Braun Strowman is expected to be back a lot sooner than later. He's been out for some time now. This could be also one of the reasons that Braun is coming back sooner, is that Vince, he needs his big monster guy back. And so this could mean that we see, brighter things and bigger things for Braun Strowman. Possible another championship run. I'm pretty sure they'll put him into a program with Drew McIntyre, and we'll see where that goes. And it's funny that they say Vince wants more monsters, and the smaller guys are being blamed for the ratings. But I think a lot of that goes into creative, a lot of that goes into story, because if you look at your champions, you got Roman Reigns and you got Drew McIntyre, two guys who aren't that small, two guys who are pretty big. I would consider them to be big men. I wouldn't consider them to be average size guys. So those are your champions. So I think you got to start looking at the other things that are going on when it comes to story, when it comes to writing, and decide and see what's going on with those. Once you get those things fixed, everything will be great. Because I think we just came off a hot pay-per-view with WWE TLC. WWE TLC, I think a good amount of people I saw didn't even remember that TLC was coming on that night. So I don't know what was going on with like just the energy behind that. But when I tuned in, it was actually one of their better pay-per-views of the year. All the matches are great. We all got to saw the Fiend get set on fire. So that was pretty great. But a lot of this things that are going on with the ratings right now, I don't think it really has to do with the size of the performers that are in the ring, but the stories that are being written for them. But we'll see what happens with that, and hopefully it changes for the better. Speaking of Roman Reigns, something else that should be happening soon. Jey Uso says that his brother Jimmy Uso will be returning in either January or February. So that could possibly mean we could be seeing something where Roman Reigns could be fighting against Jimmy, because Jimmy's trying to get Jey back, and eventually Jimmy joins up with him and Roman. That could mean Jimmy's just coming back to directly join up with Roman. I think there's a lot of angles that they could play with this, but I would love to see Jimmy come back and actually join Roman and join Jey. I think it'll be great. This Roman Reigns is he's amazing right now. And he's probably one of the better things that's on WWE TV right now, if not the best thing that's on WWE TV with Paul Heyman. So, those three guys with Paul Heyman leading them, a Samoan faction led by Paul Heyman, who's the mouthpiece of them. I think this is just amazing for all of them, and something that, we've all been wanting to see for a while now. So we'll see what happens with that as well. And, so we gotta look forward to January, February. Hopefully we'll be seeing Jimmy back. We've seen lately this cross promotion that AEW and Impact have been doing. So Kenny's getting back with his guys, Luke Gallows and Carl Anderson, and he's with Don Callis as well. So these guys are supposedly gonna be called the Super Elite. So I don't know if I like that name. I don't even know if it's true, but it was like they couldn't think of anything better than just Super Elite. So anyway, whatever. Instead of the Elite, they're the Super Elite. So I guess that means the Good Brothers are better than the Young Bucks, which is up for debate. But they're Super Elite. Great name. But I'm looking forward to a lot of the cross promotion that's going to be going on between AEW and Impact. A lot of people were talking about it was just a one-off that Kenny Omega was going there because Don Callis is coming over to AEW, but it looks like it's going to be more than that. And we got the 6-man tag that's coming up when Kenny and the Good Brothers take on Rich Swann and the Motor City Machine Guns. I think that should be a pretty great match, and I'm really looking forward to it. I think that ultimately, hopefully, this is leading up to a AEW champion versus Impact champion, and Kenny Omega taking on Rich Swann one-on-one. This should be an amazing match. I like this cross promotion that they're doing with each other, and I'm looking forward to seeing what comes in the future with these guys. I think it would be so great if all of the companies would partner up. I know WWE is never going to do anything like this, but how great would it be to partner up across Impact, AEW, WWE, Ring of Honor, and all the guys that are, in the Bullet Club and NXT as well, because you got Adam Cole down there. All the guys that are in the Bullet Club or were in the Bullet Club, they just partner up and they want to take over all the promotions. And I think that would be historic if you could see all the members of the Bullet Club, everybody has a title in their promotion and they just took it over. That's taking NWO to a whole nother level right there. And that would be interesting, but that's just some fantasy booking right there. That'll probably never happen, but it could happen across Impact and AEW. And, it's an ongoing story, and, we'll see what happens with that. NXT just announced the Year in Awards. Voting is open for that. The Slammies just wrapped up, and, we saw the winners for that as well. It's pretty cool the way they put it together, with the percenters and everything. And, they took it, serious. They always take the awards serious. So, I appreciate that. And they always give us a look back at a lot of the great things and competitors over the year. For NXT, they got a lot of categories for us that are open for voting that you can vote on. You got Breakout Star, you got Rivalry, you got Tag Team, Male and Female Superstars of the Year, Event of the Year, Future Star of NXT, as well as Match of the Year. So if you want to participate and vote in that, voting is open right now. There's a lot of great names that are in NXT that moved up as well onto the main roster that are in a lot of these categories. So it'd be interesting to see who comes out as winners in all of these areas. Also, something we're talking about Impact. Impact on January 9th, 2021, the next year. The Super X Cup returns at Genesis. And you got a lot of great, young guys in this. You got Ace Austin taking on Suicide, and you got Daivari taking on Cousin Jake on one side of the bracket. Then you got Crazy Steve taking on Trey Lamar, and Casey Navarro taking on Blake Christian. So it's an 8-man tournament to see who's going to be the Super X Cup champion at Genesis. All of these guys are amazing in the ring. We see Ace Austin a lot of times on Impact, Crazy Steve, Impact, Vet there as well. Suicide, you got KC Navarro, a young kid we just saw on AEW, who's also done some stuff with Impact, and he's been killing it on the indies. He's around here in the New Jersey area as well. See a lot of him, so he's definitely been killing it, and I'm expecting to see a lot of great things from him. Got Daivari, Cousin Jake, like Trey Lamar, like these guys, Blake Christian as well. It's going to be a great tournament, and I can't wait to see. Like we said, there's a lot of things going on in the news, too much to cover, but for now, we are done with the news. So let's rip that out, and we are done with that. Now, let's get back to the rest of these best of the 2020 Rap and Wrestle picks. Here we go. We're back with the wrestling part of the Rap and Wrestle, and we're gonna pick the great talents that we had of 2020 that are picked by me and Rap and Wrestle. So let's get into it. When we talk about wrestling, broke it down to categories: breakout, female, male, tag team, men, and women, and the best female and the best male singles competitors. We'll start with breakout. We'll start with women first. Breakout star of the year, I think easily, hands down, we got to give this to Bianca Belair. She has been killing it. She's made a name for herself in NXT, the EST of NXT. She was killing it there and moved up. Now she's on SmackDown doing her thing. There's going to be so many great things that we're going to see with her that I can't wait to see matchups happen. Pretty sure championships are in her future as well. She's amazingly talented, great shape, just a fantastic performer as well. And I think for 2021, there's going to be a lot of plans in store for Bianca Belair. When we talk about breakout male of the year, I think this has to go to Darby Allin of AEW. Darby Allin this year has just been killing it. He's the TNT champion as of now. He has been in some great matches. Took on Mox, Jericho. He's been just putting on great things, and he's someone that AEW truly built up to be one of the faces of their company. And the fans have been receiving him, and he's really been doing a great job, and he's showing that he's a top performer and he can go with some of the best. I know for 2021 there's going to be a lot of things in store for him. We'll see how long he holds on to that TNT championship, and I can't wait to see the matches that come his way, and the people he's going to be facing, and possibly one day getting that AEW World Championship. So we'll see how that goes. When we go on tag team, we're talking about men's tag team right now. I think we have to give that to Impact Wrestling's The North. The North, these guys are amazing in the ring. If you're not paying attention to Impact Wrestling, I suggest you watch Impact Wrestling because there's a lot of great talent there, and they're putting on a lot of great matches. A lot of people sleep on Impact Wrestling just because of the change of ownerships and things that's always going on down there, and people selling the company from person to person. But these guys that are taking care of Impact Wrestling right now are doing a lot of great things. They got a lot of great talent going on there. So I expect them to keep it up, and I expect them to go into 2021 with a lot of great things. I can't wait for them to actually get crowds back. They're still running without crowds, so that's I think that could be a disadvantage to them. I know some people don't like watching wrestling without the crowds, but I can't wait till they get the crowds back because they have a lot of great things going on. They got a lot of great talent there, and if you're not watching it, like I said, you need to tune in. But the North, these guys are amazing as a tag team. The North being tag team champions of Impact is so weird if I don't see them with the Impact Tag Team Championships. That's how good they are. But they have a lot of great things coming in store for them. I don't know, if they're staying with Impact, if they plan on moving somewhere else and doing some things like that. Hopefully with this cross promotion, we can see some matches with them taking on some of these AEW tag teams, and I think it should be good for them. But yeah, like I said, 2021, a lot of great things coming from the North, but they're our tag team of the year of 2020. All right, now we're going to go into the best female of 2020, best female wrestler of 2020. I think this could have clearly been between, tons of women, but, these three women, I think that they've just been great, and, it may sound biased because they're all WWE women, but I just think these three women have been doing magnificent when it comes to Sasha, Asuka, and Bayley. I think those three, you could say they legit carried the company during COVID. Those three were three of the hottest things that were going on during the whole quarantine, and they literally were lifting this company up. But I think when it comes down to the best female, I think I have to give it to Asuka. And I kind of edge Sasha Banks out, and I give this to Asuka. Asuka is an amazing wrestler. I think Asuka is the best wrestler hands down in WWE. And I think she's just amazing. And clearly, I think she could easily be the best woman wrestler in the world. That's how great she is. And she's so entertaining that she doesn't even know English, and she's still just killing it. She's still killing it. You don't know what she's saying, but it's funny, You know she's hilarious. You know she can get real serious and she can hurt these women if she wanted to, and that she's a legit badass. So I think Asuka is the woman wrestler of the year for 2020. Closing it out, we're gonna close it out with the best male wrestler of 2020, and I think we have to give that. This man is, I think of him as the LeBron James of wrestling. This guy, he does not stop. He keeps evolving. He keeps updating his character. He keeps getting better, and he keeps putting on great performances. And I think we have to give the 2020 the best wrestler of 2020 for men. Gotta give it to Chris Jericho. This guy is just timeless, man. He's truly a living GOAT. Like, that's how great he is. He's literally one of the best to ever do it, and he's still going. And you know, he's at an older age, but he's still performing at a top level. A lot of these guys, they get to his age and they stop performing as good as, you know, we remember them being. But Chris Jericho doesn't seem like he's slowing down, and I even think that, you know, there could be a lot of great things in 2021 that comes his way as well, and a lot of great stories that they could play around with. But overall, Chris Jericho, man, I think he is the best, and he's just killing it, and I don't expect nothing less from him. So there you have it, folks. That's the Rap and Wrestle 2020, the best of 2020. I hope you enjoyed those picks. If you want, tell me what your picks are. Who do you think are the best of all these, any of these categories, and give me what you think, who you think should be the picks for these. But in the meantime, you can definitely subscribe here on YouTube, subscribe here on Apple Podcasts. Make sure you listen wherever you get your streaming services at. You definitely follow Rap and Wrestle on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter. And for this episode, it's me, it's Derek. It was the best of 2020. Hope you guys have a safe and happy new year and a great holiday. And we are out.